Featherweight title, joined up here by the champion, and of course my partner, Lou DeBella. I'm gonna not like that, but I'm gonna pass over to the champion, Tevin Farmer, to say a few words, and then we'll go to you guys for questions. Tevin.
I ain't really got too much to say. I just want to thank all the media for coming out and supporting this fight. You know, y'all could have been at the other spot, you know, but y'all was here with us tonight, so thank y'all.
Guys, questions for Tevin? Yeah.
Tevin, I got a question for you. This is Hyman with All Access Elite Boxing. You know,
Whoa.
you got
Hey.
you fought a tough, gritty fighter tonight. Were you surprised with anything as far as you know, his relentlessness and his coming forward?
No, somebody asked me that question earlier. I feel like at this level, don't nothing surprise me at the level. I feel like that's what they're supposed to do. At a world championship level, anybody coming into the ring and fighting for a world title is supposed to be that way. So I didn't expect nothing less than what he brought tonight.
My follow-up question is, how would you assess your performance tonight?
I mean, I'm never gonna be satisfied with my performance. I ask my trainers and they dictate that. I can have the best performance of my life, and I'm gonna still think that it's not the best performance. So, you can ask them.
Yep.
Tim Johnson, Big TV. Do you want JoJo Diaz? I was there in Las Vegas when you walked up on him.
Yeah.
And all that. Is that what next for Tevin Farmer?
I want a unification, for real, to be honest. I don't care what champion it is. But if I can't get that, I definitely want JoJo Diaz. I feel like he the next big dog under the guys with the belts, and I want to fight the best. And it's hard to get them guys in the ring with me. So I definitely take JoJo if I can't get a unification fight.
What's your beef with JoJo?
There ain't no beef, you know. People think they can beat me, so they gotta holler at me. They talk trash on social media. When I see them in person, I run down on them and see what the beef is about. But it ain't really no beef, you know. It's a competitive sport. We all young and hungry, and we just want to see who the best.
Yep. Go ahead.
Tevin, so you got Tevin Farmer, Stephen Fulton, J-Rock, Julian Williams.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this resurgence of Philly boxing.
Oh yeah,
boxing
I'm proud of my city. A lot of people doubt Philly, you know. Everybody know we have a lot of great fighters there, but a lot of fighters from Philly don't get to become champion of the world. So I'm proud of the guys we got. We got 3 of them. You know, J-Rock hold about 3 belts, and salute to them, man. We doing our thing, and hopefully we can get more in the future.
Yes, at the back.
Is a fight with Tank Davis possible? I know he fought tonight. He also won. He also has stuff with Joshua and Ruiz. Is it possible to cross over into the Tank fight?
Yeah, we've made I think 3 offers now. So
He turned it down.
yeah, well I don't think he even got to hear about him, to be honest with you. But if he did, I think he would have been very excited.
And these are legitimate offers that you guys put on the table.
No, they're just pretend ones I made up.
And it never got to him. It never got to him.
I feel like maybe Davis really wants to fight, but you know sometimes they say in boxing you got to protect the fighter from themselves. You know we tough and we won't quit. So I feel like that's part of the case in his case. He might want to fight, but his handlers know that he's not ready for it, and they're not gonna make it happen until they think that maybe I get old or something. But I'm still young. I'm young as hell. I started boxing at 19, and I'm not really taking punishment.
So why you that gotta take that first zero?
Say that again.
Why you that gotta take that first L?
Man, you should already know. We've been going at it since 2014, and I just want to be the guy. I don't feel like I feel like if anybody else do it, it's not gonna be satisfaction to the fans. I feel like I have to be the one to do it.
Back then, he was telling you to get a belt. Now you got a belt. You just defended it on
Yeah,
your
he
fourth
told
defense.
he told me to get a belt back in 2017. He said get a belt. I got a belt, and then Floyd say, "Oh well, we ain't worried about Tevin Farmer. He a 5-figure fighter. Now I'm making 7 figures, and it's still excuses. I got a belt. I defended it 4 times. I probably defended more than him. What you think? Damn, yeah, I think I did. I think I did. You know, and they keep saying, and you know, fans are biased too. They say Tevin Farmer not fighting nobody, but then if you fight once a year and you fighting top dog, they gonna say you're inactive. Then you fight more than you fight 3 times or 4 times a year, but you fight whoever step up to the plate. Then they say you're cherry picking. So
You've defended it 4 times in 9 months.
yeah, 4 defenses in 9 months. and I fought for 5 world titles in less than a year, and nobody doing it like me. I don't care who it is.
And by the way, I want to give Eddie some credit because when we made this deal, one thing Eddie promised Tevin and myself was that it was activity. He said, you know, we're going to keep you active and you will fight regularly, and 4 times in 9 months, you know, he's delivered on what he promised. So thank you for that.
Lou, do you want to get him in there one more time before the year is over?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's going to get in there one more time before the year is over. And we want it. Look, the fans deserve a big fight. He deserves a big fight. The zone, at this point, after doing his last 4 fights, deserves a big fight, and we want to give him one. Jojo Diaz is fighting on DAZN. Let's get it done. Let's do that fight.
I think if it wasn't for the mandatory tonight, he would have had that big fight at this stage.
Yeah, we had no choice but to do the fight tonight. And by the way, the dude we fought was competent. I mean, he's not, you know, it wasn't the most exciting fight on earth, but the guy knew what he was doing. There's a reason he had 46 wins.
Tevin, stylistically, you're a tough fighter, you're defensively sound, you're not easy to hit.
Yeah.
But today, we saw you get touched a little bit. What do you need to do to improve on
See,
this
that's what I'm talking about. You say, when I first came out in the first 4, 5, 6 rounds, I boxed my ass off, you know. If I did that all 12, then you'd have been asking me, do you think you need to go on the inside a little more? Now, when I go on the inside for a couple rounds and I get hit, it's boxing. We supposed to get hit. I don't know what boxers that don't get hit, you know. You probably can count on one hand how many times I got hit, or 2 hands. But I don't know. This sport is crazy, and yeah, I got hit. I supposed to, but I'm not lumped up. I'm not cut. I'm not bruised, and I haven't been bruised. I've probably never been bruised. I don't know. I probably never been bruised. I promise. I don't know. It's hard. These fans is crazy nowadays, man. That's why I always say, man, when you dead and you going, the boxing fans gonna move on to the next person. So go in there, do what you do, get paid, leave out with your morals, and go home to your family. So if the boxing fans want to see a bloody war, go support the people that's going to give you a bloody war. And the people that want to see defensive fighters, come see me. That's just how I feel.
And we had Pernell Whitaker. He had rest in peace Pernell Whitaker on his shorts tonight. I thought there were moments in the fight. There was one point where he was against the ropes, and that kid threw about 7, 8 punches in a row, and not one of them hit. And I actually applauded at that moment. I was the only person in the area applauding. I think I was surrounded by Mexican fans, and we know what the kind of style they prefer. But there was some brilliant defense in the fight, and there was some brilliant boxing. I mean, there were times I would have preferred. I said this to him. I would have, you know, and we talk honestly, like we're family. You know, I said, like, I think you could have put the foot on the gas more at times. But you know what? When you're doing everything and it's working, you almost go into like cruise control, like a car. And he was in cruise control, and he was dominating almost every round of the fight. And I'm not going to criticize a guy for winning almost every round of a fight.
It's really hard though. Like fighters, people don't understand how it is when you're in there fighting. That shit look easy as shit on the outside, but it's not as easy to look. They say, "Oh, you could hit with that shot." It ain't that easy. Like that should be hard. The real
by the way,
though, right? Though, like,
Frenois some good defense.
You got 2 excellent fighters over there, Regis and my boy Devin. Like they'll tell you that should be hard. Like they be like, it's like playing chess. I'm a hell of a chess player. And when I'm on the outside, I'm like, damn, you can make that move. But when I'm playing, somebody tell me that, I'm like, I don't see that shit.
Tevin.
Yes.
You won most of the rounds. The 5th round being the one exception, you lost out on all 3 cards. Was that just a round off because you seem to not use your leg as much and you kind of stood in there?
Honestly, I don't even remember what the 5th round was. I don't know how. I gotta go watch the fight. I don't know.
Eddie, how realistic is a Golden Boy versus Matchroom card? Maybe with Canelo versus Andre, and then Tevin Farmer versus Joe.
Well, we want the Andre fight. I mean, I feel bad for Andre that Canelo doesn't want to seem to fight him, and maybe Golovkin as well, but he's just got to keep winning. Unfortunately, the fight is no longer an undisputed fight because of the WBC franchise situation, and I think that maybe affected Andre's chances of getting that fight because an undisputed fight would have been very attractive. So, yeah, look, you know, Golden Boy and us obviously putting fights together all the time, and the Jojo Diaz fight, it shouldn't be difficult to make. I mean, Diaz wants to fight. Tevin wants to fight. I love the Bachelt fight as well. If Bob fancies that one. Always keeping him warm for Lomachenko. I don't know. But the Bachelt Farmer unification is a great fight. So is the Tank Davis fight. But certainly, I say,
Well, give us
What
Bachelt.
about my Marine?
Who?
What about my Marine who's the WBO?
Yeah, Harry. We'll have him as well.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be a great fight. Let's do
We'll
it.
do that as well. He's got a mandatory first, hasn't he?
He's fighting him Roach. Yeah.
When?
October? Where?
November 9th.
November 9th.
Oh no, we too active. We can't wait for that. I'll be back in the ring by November.
Andy, how much is the value that that WBC franchise, that make-believe belt, is messing with your business?
I thought I saw Jose here today too, by the way.
It's great if you're the franchise champion. You know, if you're a champion, and it's a way to avoid mandatories, and a way to fight whoever you want, and even better, if you get beat, you're still champion.
Shouldn't the number one contender be legitimately a really good fucking fighter?
Yes.
Like,
that's
shouldn't
the
that be a
problem.
really fucking good fighter,
That's the
so
problem.
people
What
want to
about-
see the
what
number
about
one
Dino's
contender?
Chinese guy, who's a mandatory for.
No, but that gets to this whole. I mean, the thing about this franchise champion thing that troubles me in general is that if the thing is
Go on,
the
Luke.
system is working
You
right,
tell him,
if
go
the
on.
system is working right, you want to see the number one contender. He's earned the right to be there.
When was the system working right?
Hasn't worked right and forever. Yeah, but when you start making franchise champions and the organization itself is saying, "Oh, fuck our own mandatory," they're almost hitting the point where they're going to start destroying themselves. I mean, because at that point, what does their belt mean?
Well, they
I'll give you
they
an
have an interim.
I'll give you an
Interim champ,
yeah.
franchise champ, golden champ, silver champ, Mayan
What about
champ,
Pearl
fucking
champ?
pearl champ.
Amir Khan is a pearl champ.
What does that even mean?
But I'll give you a perfect example of a scenario, right? You've got, in my opinion, the best young fighter in the world over there in Tevin Farmer, right?
100.
He's fighting, or due to fight, a final eliminator against Abdullayev. The only reason he wants to fight Abdullayev is to become mandatory for Lomachenko. Lomachenko, once he gets beat by Luke Campbell, might rematch.
Well, then you can make it.
Then
you
no,
can
but then
make
Luke
it.
Campbell will
Go
make.
Ask Luke Campbell.
Yeah,
to
but the
fight.
problem is, you're going to fight. What'll happen is, in that situation, I don't blame you,
Yeah.
but you're going to fight Comey,
Right.
and then he's going to become the franchise champion.
Right.
So
Yes.
Devin never gets a shot at Lomachenko.
Well,
So,
that,
no, but
that
what I'm
may
saying-
very well be,
No.
because he signed with the wrong company.
No,
Bill,
tell him, Bill. Hey, Bob, you haven't met Bill Haney over here. Yeah. But in all seriousness, it makes you not want to fight a final. Why should Devin Haney fight a final eliminator? He's not,
He
you know,
shouldn't.
that's what I'm saying.
I know, but.
It's the first time me and you have agreed for weeks.
So don't bill it as a final eliminator.
Well, no, I'm not going to bill it as anything. You take it
But here's another weird thing that's about to happen. They're not going to recognize the BC regular belt as a unification because the franchise.
Other bodies won't, yeah.
Right, because
He's not the real champion.
He's not the real, who's the
Jamal
real champion.
Charlo. We could talk about this all
These are
day.
things that go on behind the scenes, y'all.
Yeah. Tevin just wants a burger. Ladies and gentlemen, Tevin Farmer.